Welcome to the virtual AquaHacking semifinal in Atlanta, Canada. I'm Emma Waddy, and I'll be your host for today. I'm the director of St. Mary's University's Atlantic Water Network, and we're proud to be the regional host for the 2020 AquaHacking Challenge in Atlanta, Canada. I'd like to begin this event by acknowledging that myself and many of you are Mi'kma'ki, the ancestral and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. This territory is covered by the treaties of peace and friendship, which Mi'kmaq and Wolastoqiyik peoples first signed with the British Crown in 1725. The treaties did not deal with the surrender of lands and resources, but in fact recognized Mi'kmaq and Wolastoqiyik title and established the rules for what was to be an ongoing relationship between nations. We'll be hearing more from Doreen Bernard shortly on why water in Atlantic Canada is sacred and needs to be protected. A lot's changed since we launched the challenge this past February. Needless to say, we're all dealing with the immense challenges that a global pandemic has brought to our individual and collective lives. Many of you have had to transition to online coursework, some have had virtual graduations, and others have had to adjust to working from home. AquaHacking demands a lot from its participants at the best of times, so I just wanted to acknowledge how impressed we've been with their dedication to the program during this most challenging of times. So, water, both fresh and salty, are fundamental to the way of life in our region. But like so much of Canada and the world, our aquatic ecosystems are under stress. Solving these issues requires creativity, innovation, and most importantly, collaboration. For this reason, Atlantic Water Network and our community partners are so thrilled that the AquaHacking Challenge has come to Atlantic Canada. Over the past few months, over 100 students and young professionals from across the East Coast and beyond have been working hard to find tech-based solutions to major water problems in our region. This semifinal is an important milestone in the AquaHacking journey in Atlantic Canada, and we're very excited to be sharing the top 5 solutions with you here today. But before we start, for those of you who are hearing about AquaHacking for the first time, I'd like to provide a quick overview of what the program is and how it works. AquaHacking is a 9-month startup competition designed to find tech-based solutions to pressing water issues. Students and young professionals from a wide range of disciplines, including environmental science, engineering, programming, business, design, and others, have teamed up to work on technologies that hold promise for solving water problems and present a strong business case. Teams also get around-the-clock mentorship from experts in business, water, and technology, which enables them to start building their professional networks in the region. The top 5 winners receive seed funding and incubator space to continue working on their solutions and eventually launch their businesses. What really sets AquaHacking apart is the fact that issues are selected and defined by local water leaders and community partners. This means the solutions are designed to meet a real need. The challenge has seen tremendous success since its first run. 17 water tech startups have come out of the previous editions of the Great Lakes and St. Lawrence Basin. I'd now like to welcome Dominique Monchamp, COO of AquaForum and Senior Advisor to the Gaspé-Beaubien Foundation, who will tell you a bit more about how it all started and how the challenge has made its way to Atlantic Canada.
Thank you, Emma. I'm honored to be virtually with all of you for the first AquaHacking Challenge in Atlantic Canada. As you may know, the AquaHacking Challenge was created by the Gaspé-Beaubien Foundation. In 2012, the founders, Nanby and Philippe de Gaspé-Beaubien, challenged their grandchildren to find their voices as future philanthropists. They first asked the following question: what is the issue of most concern for you? You certainly guessed the answer. The 4th generation of the Gaspé-Beaubien, Aidan, Philippe, Louis-Alexandre, and Tatiana, chose water as their greatest concern. It was clear to them that they wanted to bring new technologies, entrepreneurship, innovation, and the passion of youth together to preserve fresh water. This led to the birth of the first AquaHacking Challenge for the Ottawa River in 2015. Since then, AquaHacking Challenges have been held annually in the Great Lakes and the St. Lawrence Basin. Past challenges have helped launch 18 new startups, all at various stages of development, working in the water tech space. With the generous support of RBC Foundation, AquaHacking challenges are now happening across Canada. With the British Columbia Challenge, hosted by Okanagan Basin Water Board in Kelowna, BC, the Winnipeg Challenge, hosted by the International Institute for Sustainable Development, and finally the Atlantic Canada Challenge, hosted by Atlantic Water Network at St. Mary's Universities in Halifax, Nova Scotia. We couldn't be more proud of AquaHacking and AquaForum now being a national recognized organization. Finally, on behalf of AquaForum, I wish all our young innovators the best of luck. We are so proud of you. A big thank you to put your talent behind the cause of water. Our future is in your hands. Good luck. Back to you, Emma.
Thanks, Dominique. I would now like to hand things over to Doreen Bernard, who shares a local perspective on why water is so important in Mi'kma'ki and how now, more than ever, we need to work together to help protect it. Doreen is a Mi'kmaq grandmother, water protector, water walker, and all-around force for change in our communities. Take it away, Doreen.
Kwe, Nindalawasi Gasadamdandaliwunui. My spirit name is She Loves Her Indian Ways. My name is Doreen Bernard. I'm from Sibaganagati, Gilnik clan, and Mi'kma'ki. And I'm here to talk about the water. And I'm sitting here at the Treaty Truck House on the Shubenacadie River, 1752 treaty. We built this house, this treaty house, to protect the water here on the Shubenacadie River. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about the sacredness of water and what water means to us as Mi'kmaq people. In our teachings, water is life. When the women have been given the responsibility to take care of the water, and we were given a gift to bring life forward, to carry life in the womb, surrounded by water. In the water is our first world. It is where we can breathe the water, we drink the water, and we are the water. And when we're born, we come through the water to come into this world. And with that gift, we've been given that sacred responsibility to take care of the water for our future generations. Not only the life that we bring into this world, but for their children and their future generations as well. I'd like to see people see the way we do, see the earth, Mother Earth, the way that we do. Mother Earth is life. She gives us everything we need to survive. And in this world, our mother is being disrespected, raped, desecrated. And in this world, it is up to the women, not only here in Mi'kma'ki, but everywhere, to stand up for the water, to stand up for Mother Earth, because of their gifts that they were given. And in our traditions, we carry the water, we do ceremony with the water. In the morning, when we get up in the morning, we hold our water. First thing we do is to hold the water up and thank the water. Tell the water, I love you, I thank you, I respect you. Water is life. And the water hears our dreams, hears our thoughts, hears everything. The water is alive. It's a spirit. It can hear us, it can feel us, it knows us. And in the morning when we hold our water up and we offer that tobacco to thank this water, it is our first medicine of the day. When we drink that water, It heals us, mind, body, spirit, emotions, and it helps us through this day. So I would like to see more people may have relationship with the water. This is what is taught. Scientists have done experiments with the water, like Masaru Emoto, where he tested the water through crystals to see if it had feelings, to see if it had spirit, and he discovered that water has feelings through the beautiful crystals that the water made. And when there was water that was contaminated and polluted, that water showed the kind of crystals of the pain that the water was in. So this is something that indigenous people have known since time immemorial. When I think one of the things I would like to see all people to understand, to feel this, to understand the connection that they have to the water. Most people will go to the water for comfort, to be calm, to grieve. The water hears your pain. Most people will come to the water but when they're happy, to play, to sing, all these things. They go to the water, and the water can heal you. And many people have come here to the Treaty Truck House in times of turmoil, and they have felt the spirit of the water heal them. And it's very important to our people that we protect this water. Not only this river, this beautiful river behind me, but all water. This water is connected to our Shubenacadie River watershed that goes right to our community. The streams that are fed from this river go right to our drinking water. That's how connected we are. And of course, the fish that we get here. This is where we have fished here since time immemorial. The Mi'kmaq have been here for over 13,000 years. This was the major highway that connected all of Mi'kmaq. It goes all the way through the province. And when corporations come and they set up their energy, or I guess anything, not only Alton gas, but also the gold mines and the mining that they want to do, all the different the things that they want to do to make money and export. I think they don't realize. You hear the eagles behind me. This is their home too. So when we speak up, we speak up for the swimmers and the flyers, the trees, everything, the four-legged, everything that relies on this water to live. And it's really important to our people. I want my children and my grandchildren, I bring them here to teach them, and I bring them here to show them, their connection to the land and the water. So this is who we are. We are connected to the land. The land is us. And I think it's really important that people realize that we're here to protect the sacred, not only for us, but also for them too, and their future generations. When we say we are all treaty people, what does that mean? That means that we are living here together, and that this is our land. We share our land with you, and it means that you have a responsibility too, to stand up and protect this water, to protect the water, the land, the people. And, right now, Mi'kma'ki is grieving, the loss of um, people through police violence. And, it's really difficult for a lot of the people that are been impacted by that. And not only, in the times that we're living right now with racial inequality and police brutality and the way things are going, not only here in Canada, the United States, other countries as well. We have women that are Indigenous women from all over the world that are standing up for their water and for their land, and all different parts of the world. Those are grandmothers that are standing up to protect what they believe is sacred, and what they believe is their life. They're standing up for their life, and some of them have died. Some of them have been murdered for standing up for their life, for the life of their families, their nations. So we have been looking for people to join us, and we are looking towards the education that we're doing right now, talking about the sacredness of water. It's really important. I mean, there's some of our women have been charged. They're in the legal system because they stand up for the water, for our rights as treaty rights, as Indigenous people. So it's very important that we have the support and we have the people that are going to benefit from what we do, to stand with us in any capacity. So we look at students. We have a lot of NGOs, environmental organizations that are working with us to help us to fight the corporations and the government, the laws that they make and they break. So we're really trying really hard to address the wrongs that have already been done, but also to make the changes that need to be made so that we can protect our water and our lands together. And I'm very thankful for being asked to come and to speak, and I look forward to meeting you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Doreen, for your remarks today and for the important work you're doing in Atlantic communities. The finalist teams will get another opportunity to learn from Doreen during the e-expedition coming up in July. For those of you who haven't been closely involved with the AquaHacking Challenge, I'd like to provide a quick overview of what AWN is and what we've been up to leading up to the semifinal. St. Mary's University's Atlantic Water Network works across all 4 Atlantic provinces with over 50 community organizations that have firsthand experience with the issues facing our freshwater and marine resources. AWN supports community-based water monitoring programs by providing access to equipment and resources. We work with organizations to provide networking opportunities and data management solutions. Our overarching goal is to improve the capacity of our community partners. We've heard from the water sector and our network that there is a real need for more innovative, accessible, and affordable technologies to facilitate the work in freshwater and marine monitoring and protection. Solutions developed through the AquaHacking Challenge in Atlantic Canada will help meet that need while enabling young water professionals to launch into water startups. The Atlantic Challenge kicked off on February 26th at St. Mary's University here in Halifax. By mid-March, we made the decision, along with Aqua Forum, to transition to a virtual competition. Since then, we have continued to work with local and national partners to recruit talented participants and provide support to teams who've pitched their solutions during yesterday's virtual semifinal. The semifinal marks the end of Phase 1, and today we'll find out which 5 teams have received the highest scores on their pitches and will be advancing to Phase 2 of the competition. In Phase 2, teams will continue to refine their solutions and create a path for their startups. This July, the teams will participate in a virtual retreat or e-expedition led by Waterlution. And this September, the top 5 teams will show us the results of their hard work at a Dragon's Den style final, where the prizes will be awarded. Each team that participated in the Atlantic Challenge chose to work on one of the 5 following water issues: algal blooms and eutrophication, sedimentation and pesticide runoff, treatment of drinking water in rural and First Nation communities, private well safety, microplastics from fishing gear. I want to give a special shout out to the amazing water issue leaders who helped develop these specific statements and have provided mentorship and advice to many of the participants. I'd now like to tell you a bit more about the people who stepped up to the challenge. We had 116 participants and 16 teams who pitched yesterday. This was evenly divided up. About just over 1/3 were undergraduate and college students, 1/3 were master's and PhD students, and the last third were young professionals. Most of the participants live or study in Atlantic Canada, but we were also thrilled to see so many participants from other parts of Canada, from abroad, join our challenge. The team's pitches were evaluated based on these criteria: business potential. Does your solution have a viable business case or a viable market? Water issue efficacy. How well does your solution address the water issue and meet the needs of our stakeholders? Technical feasibility and functionality. Is your solution technically feasible? And last but not least, innovation. Does your solution take a novel approach to water problems? We were thrilled to be joined by 15 expert judges who evaluated the solutions based on their professional experience in the areas of water and environmental science, business, and technology. Our water and environmental science judges were Donald Killorn from Eastern Charlotte Waterways, Charlene Robinson from Clean Foundation, Rodrigo Manrafa from EOPAR, Rachel Long from Fishery and Oceans Canada, and Sarah Weston from GHD Limited. Our business judges were Shelley Hession from InnovaCore, David Eisner from Futurepreneur, Sheila Patterson from Cove, Rory McCarthy from RBC, and Duncan Phillips from ITAX. And our technology judges were Gonzalo Levin from Laborly Lawyers, Patrick Leclerc from the Gordon Foundation, Kyle McIntyre from Dillon Consulting, and Trevor Almond from Avivo, and Glenn Catani from Avivo. Thank you to this group of talented judges for your help in launching us into phase 2 of the challenge with the 5 finalist teams. During phase 2, the 5 finalist teams will each benefit from participation in an e-expedition being led by our implementation partner, Waterlution, a $2,000 bursary of seed funding to invest in developing and refining their solutions. This bursary has been generously provided by Canada Ocean Supercluster, our local supporter and an incredible presence in the ocean innovation space in Atlantic Canada. And of course, continued mentorship. At the grand finale in September, we'll award $50,000 total in seed funding to the top 5 teams. First place gets $20,000, second gets $15,000, third gets $10,000, and fourth and fifth place each get $2,500. Teams will also receive a spot in a local startup incubator. And for the first time, thanks to a new national partnership with MyTax, finalists will be able to receive matching funds through the MyTax Accelerate Entrepreneurship Program. If eligible, teams can double their winnings. I would now like to thank our national sponsors who've made the AquaHacking Challenge in Atlantic Canada a reality: the De Gaspé-Beaubier Foundation, RBC Foundation, MyTax, Laborly Lawyers, Avivo, and IBM. Our local sponsors and supporters: St. Mary's University, the Echo Foundation, Canada Ocean Supercluster, the SM Blair Family Foundation, Clean Foundation, and Atlantic Canada Water and Wastewater Association, and our academic partners and university-affiliated sandboxes and incubators. And finally, our implementation partners. Special thanks to the Hackworks team, who's done a tremendous job in getting us all of us and the participants here today. We look forward to introducing the finalist teams to Waterlution, who's leading the e-expedition in July. I'm very pleased to hand things over to Kelly Soriol with RBC. Without the generous support of the RBC Foundation, this 2020 edition of the AquaHacking Challenge in Atlantic Canada would not be possible. Thanks, Kelly.
Thanks, Emma. I am so excited to welcome all of you here today to this virtual semifinal as we look to announce the top 5 teams for the AquaHacking Atlantic Canada Challenge. At RBC, we recognize that the effects of climate change connect us all, that our shared future faces great challenges, from food security to air quality, from energy needs to access to clean water. There has never been a greater need for extraordinary solutions. There has never been more opportunity for leadership, collaboration, ingenuity, and vision. And that's why our environmental focus is to commit to new ideas, technologies, and partnerships for our shared future. RBC Tech for Nature is the RBC Foundation's multi-year commitment to preserving the world's greatest wealth, our natural ecosystem. We are very proud to support the AquaHacking initiative with over $1 million since 2017, and so pleased to have the Atlantic Challenge underway. It is a major step toward making this initiative a reality from coast to coast. Engaging the future generation of tech and entrepreneurial talent is key in addressing the environmental issues that face us globally. Atlantic Canada is home to some of the brightest and most creative young people across the country, and I want to congratulate the teams who have worked so hard to participate in this challenge and wish good luck to the top 5 as you continue on to the final. Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly. I'm very happy to now introduce Anne Spence from Mitacs Nova Scotia. Mitacs has been a key supporter of the AquaHacking Challenge across Canada this year and plays an important role in helping students across the Atlantic provinces market their innovative ideas. The AquaHacking Challenge team will work closely with the finalists to help them tap into additional funding available through Mitacs. On to you, Anne.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Anne Spence, Director of Business Development at Mitacs in Nova Scotia. I'm thrilled to virtually join the semi-finalists of the AquaHacking Atlantic Canada Challenge today. Thanks to AquaForum, Atlantic Water Network, and HackWorks for putting this event together. I also want to thank the Government of Canada, Innovation PEI, the governments of New Brunswick, Newfoundland and Labrador, and Nova Scotia. It's their support that allows Mitacs to foster innovation and economic growth in our region. At Mitacs, we develop the next generation of innovators, and we couldn't be prouder to support AquaHacking. This year, we're delighted to offer additional matching funds to 5 winning teams, as well as the opportunity to join a local incubator. I'm excited to share that Mitacs, both as a sponsor and a member of the judging panel, is very impressed by all the ideas presented by participants. The challenges proposed have shown us that there's a clear and urgent need to tackle water issues in Atlantic Canada. The need for meaningful solutions combined with the region's vivid innovation ecosystem means that there's demand for young innovators who are ready to contribute. I look forward to seeing the participants of the AquaHacking 2020 support Atlantic Canada to solve these challenges and continue having innovation as a driver for clean economic growth. Good luck to all teams.
Thank you, Anne. Finally, I'd like to hand things over to my colleague, Melissa Dick with AquaForum. She'll give you a quick overview of what's next for the top 5 finalists and how those of you who maybe didn't make it on to the finals can still tap into the AquaHacking network and continue to build a career in the water tech industry.
Congratulations to everyone for pitching your brilliant water tech solutions as part of the Atlantic Canada AquaHacking semi-final event. I want to take the time to let you know that regardless of whether your team makes it into those top 5 or not, you are now part of the AquaHacking alumni community, which is made up of changemakers and entrepreneurs who are making a real difference for water across Canada. As a member of the alumni community, you get access to so many exciting opportunities. You get access to curated content and resources to support your ongoing personal and professional development in the water sector sent straight to your inbox. You get access to a pan-Canadian network of startup founders, water experts, business experts, funding agencies, startup incubators and accelerators, the list goes on and on. And you also get the chance to be involved in future AquaHacking challenges in other parts of Canada to share your experience and inspire others to get involved in making a difference just like you have today. So if you're interested to continue developing your solution, or you're just interested in continuing to learn about the water sector, or maybe you want access to more professional and business development opportunities, do not miss out on the opportunity to get involved in the AquaHacking Alumni Network. So keep an eye out for an email from me in the coming days formally inviting you to the AquaHacking alumni community, and to get you signed up as a member, your AquaHacking journey will continue. And for those who are continuing on as finalists, that is so exciting. You can expect to hear from the AquaHacking team in the coming days to let you know what's in store for you in phase 2 of this challenge. Phase 2 will prepare you for the grand finale in September and beyond for the launch of your future startup. So phase 2 will involve further mentorship from water and business experts to really bring your solution to the next level. There will also be an e-expedition that will allow you to connect with other members from those top 5 teams, and also with local water stakeholders and opportunities for you to grow as a water leader. And you also get access to webinar workshops to further hone your pitching skills and so much more. So once again, congratulations everyone, and welcome to the AquaHacking alumni community. Good luck, Atlantic Canada teams. Back to you, Emma.
Thanks so much, Melissa. So the waiting is finally over. Let's find out which 5 teams are moving on to the finals and get a sneak peek of what they pitched to the judges yesterday. We've invited our water issue leaders to help announce the winning teams that correspond to the topics that they're leading. The winners will be announced in no particular order.
Hi, everyone. Happy to be here. My name is Gordon Check. I'm a hydrogeologist with Nova Scotia Environment, calling in today from Halifax, Nova Scotia. I'm a co-lead on the topic of private well safety, along with Gavin Kennedy from the Nova Scotia Department of Energy and Mines. We were so happy to see so many teams take on this tricky challenge. The first team we would like to congratulate is Well Warriors. Half of this team hails from Halifax, Nova Scotia, with one teammate in Fredericton, New Brunswick, and another member participating from California. This team proposed a simple, elegant system for testing well water and delivered a very compelling pitch. Congratulations, Well Warriors.
Hello, judges. We are the Well Warriors, and today we would like to introduce you to Clarify, a user-friendly, web-based platform that educates, guides, and facilitates the process of testing and treating well water. So in Nova Scotia alone, over 400,000 people rely on wells, and a large portion of well owners are failing at testing their well water appropriately. This is a major health concern because there are serious health issues from long-term ingestion of contaminated water. The primary barriers to testing include a lack of understanding the risk, the testing process being inconvenient, and the testing process being very expensive. The testing process takes a lot of time, and it's impossible for users who lack adequate transportation to and from the testing labs. The tests themselves are expensive, and there's a lack of support for people who are in difficult socioeconomic situations. If the user does get a test done, interpreting test results can be really intimidating. The results lack context, and they fail to educate the user about the possible risks. Provincial governments do offer resources for interpretation, but they're unconsolidated and they're quite technical. There's also no local regulatory body for well water. It's common for companies to use the free water test as a method for selling expensive and sometimes unnecessary treatment equipment. So there's obviously a lot of barriers that are preventing the average person from addressing their well water quality, and Clarify seeks to address all of them.
So let's have a look and see how Clarify works. The platform will guide the users through 5 phases to achieve and maintain excellent water quality. We will invite users to use the Clarify platform to get an interpretation of their groundwater quality based on their location. This discovery area on the page will also inform users of water quality parameters and their health implications, like what are the dangers of excessive manganese, or general implications, more like what does hardness mean. Provincial geological and historical water data will be used to interpolate a user's risk based on their postal code. After early interactions, users will be invited to subscribe. We will offer various subscription packages ranging in commitment. At no cost, users are able to sign up to receive reminders and updated insights into their local groundwater. Paying users have the ability to sign up for test kit subscriptions and receive them on a daily basis or on a timely basis. To minimize inconvenience when it comes time to test, sample collection kits will be delivered to users. Informative packaging will guide users through the collection process. Certain tests can be performed at home, while others will be brought to the nearest lab or community drop point. Sample kits can be purchased on demand, but will be offered at a reduced price if purchased through a subscription. Once the test results are received from the lab, the data is restructured digitally in an easy-to-read manner to prioritize the greatest areas of concern. It will be designed to offer insight into health risks and possible causes of contamination. These results are accessible to the user's portal, but can be delivered via mail if opted in. Based on the results, we'll be able to ballpark possible causes and offer insight into potential treatment options. As we develop Clarify, we hope to kindle a relationship with local techs and offer them a certification which prioritizes them as our trusted technicians. To effectively maintain their water quality, users will be able to update their treatment profile and track its effectiveness. We will give them a heads up when it's time to test again. Additionally, with the consent of the previous owner, historical data can be passed to new property owners in the event of a property sale.
We strongly feel that there is a serious need for simplicity when it comes to well stewardship, and our feelings have been validated through recent studies. Improving ease of sampling and risk communication are shown to significantly increase testing rates. Search analytics also shows a very strong maritime interest in the term water testing. The market potential is large, considering only 10% of well owners follow the proper testing guidelines, and easing pressure on healthcare would be beneficial to the province as a whole. Because water testing is integral to property transactions, there will be a consistent opportunity to develop new users. We foresee our business being a tech-based nonprofit organization because we believe that access to clean water is a human right. All revenue would be directed to assist at-risk residents with water testing and treatment support. Our team consists of 2 experienced and camera-shy developers. Myself, I'm an environmental technologist, currently a student at St. Mary's, and Adam is an industrial designer with user experience. And our next steps will be research, building elements of our technology, developing relationships, and establishing our supply chain. So if we're to receive the $2,000 bursary, our funds would be allocated accordingly. So in summary, with Clarify, we strive to improve well water quality for all Atlantic Canadians. Thank you.
Hi, I'll be presenting the next winner. My name is Stephanie Gora. I'm calling in today from Halifax, Nova Scotia. I recently completed a postdoctoral position in the Centre for Water Resources Studies at Dalhousie University, focused on drinking water treatment. I'll be starting an appointment as an assistant professor in civil engineering at York University later this summer. I'm also one of the water issue leaders for the topic of treatment of drinking water in rural and Indigenous communities. My co-lead is Mike Chalk with CBCL Limited. Mike has over a decade of experience designing, building, and operating drinking water treatment systems in small communities, including Indigenous communities in Atlantic Canada. We'd like to congratulate the water innovators for their success and for securing a spot in the top 5. This 9-person strong team hails mostly from Fredericton, New Brunswick, with 1 member from Toronto. We were impressed with their efforts to propose a solution that takes into account the unique challenges in small, rural, and Indigenous communities in Canada. Their careful consideration of system design, cost, community engagement, and ongoing support for communities really stood out from the crowd. We look forward to seeing what they come up with next.
My name is Nathan McNally, and presenting with me is Rachel Hudson, and we're part of the Water Innovators team. Our team focused on the treatment of drinking water in rural and Indigenous communities challenge.
In our research of the challenge, we have found that there is inadequate or non-existent water treatment systems in some rural and Indigenous communities. There are long-term boil water advisories in approximately 100 small communities in Atlantic Canada and 55 small Indigenous communities across the country. Some of the issues include difficult water sources for treatment, high levels of chlorination affecting the taste and producing disinfection byproducts, and a lack of trust in the water, high operational requirements, and a costly and long process. An example is Bain Harbour in Newfoundland. This is a community of 137 people who use a pond as their main water source. They have been on a boil water advisory since 2018 due to the lack of a disinfection system, and are currently installing a chlorination system. High levels of turbidity and dissolved organic carbon in the pond water could result in high levels of disinfection byproducts after chlorination. We believe our solution is a better alternative for communities such as this.
Our solution is a containerized distillation system. This mimics the natural water cycle by evaporating water and recondensing the steam. This can handle water from almost any fresh source and produce high-quality clean water. The high electricity demand of distillation has often been a detracting factor, but with the potential for clean energy integration, as well as using waste heat in the community, it becomes more viable. Finally, the system will send data to the community through a variety of means. Taking a closer look at the containerized distillation system, the source water enters a debris filter and water softeners pretreatment. It is then distilled using high-efficiency vapor compression, which removes all bacteria, contaminants, and metals. Some minerals are added to achieve a culturally appropriate taste, and a small amount of chlorine is also added to protect the water through distribution. The system tests the water, communicates the results, and uses automatic control. Finally, waste heat can be recovered and used in the community. The entire system fits in a shipping container for easy shipping, installation, and reduced building costs. It will be built with off-the-shelf existing technologies, satisfying all applicable safety and water standards.
Another important aspect of our solution is community engagement. This will be achieved by meeting and communicating with elders, leaders, and community members throughout the entirety of the project. Water quality information will be regularly distributed through a variety of means. For example, an app could display water quality alerts and parameters, could say if it's safe, has a warning, or has an alert. Additionally, detailed parameters would also be displayed. Another example is someone could send a text message to request information, and the information would be sent to them.
Initial cost estimates were sized for Bay and Harbor. With renewable energy integration, the capital cost would be around 42% more, and the operational cost would be around 45% less than a conventional chlorination system. This makes it cost neutral for the life of the system while outputting much higher quality water. Furthermore, the use of waste heat in the community can increase the value produced. We would operate the business in 5 stages: building relationships, identifying need, applying for funding, design, construction, and training, and project follow-up. The result of this process would be a sustainable operational water treatment system with a trained community operator that provides high-quality, trusted water to the community. Our payment structure will include charging for hours worked as well as project direct costs for different stages as shown. This would come from a combination of community, provincial, and federal funding. Our solution is unique through its application of distillation technology to the water treatment industry. The biggest advantage of this is that it can handle water from various difficult sources and produces high-quality water. Our community engagement will result in community ownership and trust in the system. The containerized aspect simplifies design and installation. Finally, automatic control reduces operational resources required. Another unique aspect of our solution is the combination of community engagement, continued post-project support, and high-quality water, which ensures the whole process is sustainable and culturally appropriate. For these reasons, we believe our system would be much better suited for communities like Bay and Harbor.
Our next steps would be to develop relationships with partner organizations. We have already met with someone in New Brunswick who works with Indigenous water projects for feedback on our solution and is assisting us in connecting with contacts in Newfoundland. We will continue to develop our design and continue to seek out possible equipment suppliers. Finally, we will start developing relationships with the community as a pilot project, followed by assisting in assessing their needs and customizing our solution accordingly. I'd like to thank the rest of our team for their contributions to the project. Thank you for listening.
The next team we would like to welcome to Phase 2 of the AquaHacking Challenge in Atlantic Canada is based in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. Their proposed solution holds a ton of potential for this water issue, and we can't wait to watch it evolve over the coming months. Congratulations, Team X-Tech MIP.
My name is Fereshte. I am presenting the X-Tech MAP solution from Memorial University in St. John's. Many Canadians use well water, and we know that this water resource may contain organic contaminants. The problem about these chemicals is that they won't change the water taste and color, and the analysis is expensive. To just give you an overview about these chemicals, there are many ways that these chemicals pollutants can enter to the well water. For example, industrial and agricultural activities, and sometimes we don't even know that we are adding more organic pollutants to the well water. For example, by chlorination, the water. Analysis of organic pollutants is not always a big concern until they cause serious health issues like cancer. The high cost of the analysis is mostly because of the growing list of the chemicals which is being listed by regulatory agencies, and the high lab workload and instrumental analysis are the other reason for such a high cost. One problem here is that well owners have to get the sample and send the bottles to the lab, which is challenging. From a chemist point of view, this type of sampling and analysis is not accurate. For example, some chemicals can stick to the container, or some of them can be evaporated, so we cannot rely on the data. All these issues have led to the point that we do not have enough statistic about well water safety, so we don't know where or when we should test the water. So our solution is a simple device, which is an engineered polymer on a metal substrate. This inexpensive device can eliminate the bottle sampling and reduce the lab workload and associated costs. We have been making these devices in our lab for several years, and we publish paper for water analysis with these devices. We know that these devices are great for routine analysis, but we needed an automated method for batch production. So we invented a method which is being patented. We think that these devices are great for well owners. They can catch the organic contaminants by themselves just by simply putting this device in the water, and then send the device back to us in the lab, where we can analyze the device and provide them with the result. It was mentioning that these devices have also great potential for industrial labs, where a large number of samples should be analyzed, and a high throughput method is really important. We have shown in our publications that these devices can save time and resources. XTechMap was born in Dr. Gutaro's group, where we started our PhD program. Our PhD research is about developing and validation of extraction devices for water analysis. Our successful research encouraged us to scale up the production of these devices. After that, we've got connected with industry like pharma, instrumental companies, and lab consumables distributors. Throughout our collaboration, we realized that this device has a great potential for the chemical analysis market. So how big is our market? These devices have great potential for environmental and healthcare labs and food industry, and they can provide we also can provide analytical services. We expect to have a worldwide market, especially in Europe and North America, because of their stricter regulations for analysis. We are really optimistic about our success because of all the advantages that our device has compared to other commercially available devices, because of the knowledge and science that we have. And also, we are really motivated to show the commercial viability of this device to get more funding. In our team, except me and Ali, who is doing development and validation of this product, we have our supervisor, Christina, and Carlos, who's helping us to improve our entrepreneurship skills. Hopefully, by getting the prize and having enough funding, then we can start further validation of our product according to the available standard methods, and provide application notes for this product, sell to the customers, and get the customers' feedback, and use those feedbacks to improve our product. We also participated in Lab to Market program to find our potential customers. XTechMap is a technology-based startup, and has been really successful in providing devices for different kinds of analysis. And based on all the advantages that this technology has, we are really hopeful to provide devices, applications, and services. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Ariel Smith. I'm the Coastal and Marine Team Lead at Coastal Action, based on Nova Scotia's South Shore. I'm leading the water issue dealing with microplastics from fishing gear, and I'm honored to present the next team moving on to phase 2. This Nova Scotia-based team presents an impressive evidence-based solution for a growing problem in our coastal and inland waters. I can really see their prototypes for 100% biodegradable, PVC-free soft bait fishing lures catching on. Congratulations, Team Clean Catch. Welcome to the top 5, and I can't wait to see where you go from here.
My name is Guillermo. I'm the CEO and founder of Clean Catch Baits, based in Halifax, Nova Scotia. I grew up in northern Mexico, where my dad and I always went fishing, starting at 6 years old. Later, I started fishing competitively. Like many other anglers, I use plastic-based artificial lures, which are commonly used for recreational fishing. But also, I started to wonder what happened to all the plastic lures that are discarded or lost in lakes, rivers, or oceans. After doing some research, I was shocked with the results. The picture on the left was sent to us by a local Halifax angler. The picture features two plastic baits, which originally would have been 4 inches in size. But now, after being discarded in the water, the baits are expanded to 1 foot in length and half an inch in width. A study was conducted in Maine due to reports from ice fishing anglers finding up to a dozen baits in their trout they were fishing. The study revealed that 63% of the trout voluntarily ate plastic baits that were simply dropped into their tanks, enlarging within their stomachs, limiting their ability to eat, and also staying in their system for the rest of their lives. Another study conducted on Charleston Lake in Ontario revealed that the plastic baits could increase in weight by 205% and 39% in length. To give you a better picture of how many of these artificial baits are used, we know that 75% of the baits used for recreational fishing are artificial and PVC plastic based. There are 932 million fishing trips taken every single year in North America, and on average, an angler uses 8 baits per fishing trip. This gives us a total of 5.59 billion artificial baits discarded in waterways and landfills every single year, just in North America. But now imagine 5.59 billion plastic baits expanding in size, releasing harmful chemicals, and breaking into microplastics. This is a problem that is being realized more and more, with certain states pending bans on plastic-based lures. We're seeing more growing trends, regulations, and restrictions on how, when, and where we can fish. Our solution is simple, affordable, and eco-friendly. A 100% fishing lure that is made with a handful of biopolymers, bioglitter, and vegetable food coloring. This biotechnology will allow the bait to start biodegrading after being in the water for 48 hours. If a fish eats the bait, no problem. It is 100% safe. Our solution will be the first one to market with a unique biopolymer formula and a biodegradation process that could take approximately 6 months. We also intend to offer a variety of baits in different shapes, sizes, and colors. The US and Canada market have 54 million registered anglers. Canadians in 2015 spent $206 million in tackle and bait, but Americans in 2016, they spent $852 million only in artificial lures. We currently have 100 product testers with our baits in their hands across North America. We also have 14 retailers across Canada who show interest in selling our baits in their stores, and also a 500-follower base in social media. The team is formed by myself, Guillermo. I'm the CEO, Robel Barjane, the Chief Financial Officer, and Catherine Van Soffen, Project Manager. We all are students at St. Mary's University pursuing a Bachelor of Arts or Commerce in Entrepreneurship. Our advisors, Stephen Jones, Ocean Tech Entrepreneur, Dr. Ellen Farrell, a Professor of Venture Capital at St. Mary's, and Alfred White, faculty at NSCC Ocean Technology Program. This past April 2020, we launched our first product test, and the results are starting to come in, and they are very exciting. After this competition, we intend to refine our recipe to meet our customers' demand and officially launch our products in April 2021. Currently, we know that we need $5,000 for admin costs, $15,000 for equipment and materials, $20,000 for product development, market research, and promotion. I want to thank you for listening to this presentation. And at Clean Catch Baits, we believe the greener the bait, the cleaner the catch.
And last but not least, within the Private Well Safety Challenge, we're happy to welcome a Halifax-based team to the finals. This team's pitch really impressed the judges, and you're about to see why. Congratulations, team What the Well. And extra points for the clever name.
We are What the Well, and we're bridging the gap between contaminated wells and treatment providers. You can check us out on whatthewell.ca. So let's take a look at the problem. Most well owners in Nova Scotia don't test their water, and that's alarming because Nova Scotia relies on well water a lot more than the average Canadian province. On top of that, treatment providers are desperate for more customers. Low interest rates and other macroeconomic forces, such as a growing interest in the startup field, has oversaturated the market with treatment options. Well water can be dangerous. So we have 4 example minerals here: manganese, which can cause neurological issues in infants; arsenic, which can cause cancer; lead, which can cause lowering IQ and developmental issues in children; and uranium, which can cause kidney problems. As you can see there, about 30% to 10% represented by those cups out of 10 represents a 10 to 30% estimated risk that those elements can be found at dangerous levels in your well water. So if it's so dangerous, why are owners neglecting their water? Over 80% of well owners don't test their water in Nova Scotia. One of the reasons for this is that outside of a municipality, wells are not the responsibility of a government. So testing is up to the owner of the well itself. Testing is a bit of a hassle out here. It's expensive, results are confusing, and treatment options are often overwhelming, coming back to that earlier point. So inside the mind of the well owner, they might ask questions like, which tests do I need, or the ones that are available? It could cost me a range of expense, but possibly $200. They have to drive to pick up the test kit. Maybe it's far, and they've got to drop it off within 24 hours after filling the sample. They might not understand the results. They might not understand which treatment to go with, and they fear that negative results might lower their real estate value. And they might come to the conclusion, correct or not, that their water is just fine. So what we propose is to streamline water analysis processes to reduce known barriers and increase well testing. And that might provide us the opportunity to broker appropriate treatment options with suppliers to increase their orders. So to streamline, we aim to eliminate costs of testing, reduce driving, increase anonymity, improve user interface, provide analytical interpretation, and recommend the appropriate treatment option. So our initial product, we had free testing, an online app interface that was user-friendly, and you could request a test kit that would arrive in the mail, and you would fill the sample up at your tap, deliver it to a drop-off location, analyze it by a lab, and you get a report and treatment recommendation on that same interface. So if we revisit the well owner, we did pretty good on our checklist, but you still have to wait about a week for results, return the sample within 24 hours upon filling, and there's still the risk of those negative results on real estate value. Better, right? But still a hassle. What if we could add instant results, eliminate driving altogether, and provide complete anonymity? Introducing SIP, Instant Water Analysis and Treatment Consultation from tap to app. So let's take a look at the product. It's a single-use kit. Simply add water. Bluetooth transfers the data from the sensor to your smartphone or other device, analyzed by our cloud service, and a report and treatment recommendation instantly available via your personal account. Nearly 100% faster, much cheaper, less painful, more anonymous, and less confusing. Let's take a look at the possible technologies that we're looking to partner with. NanoAffix, previously developed a sensor system by NanoAffix Science LLC. It has a lot of promise, and it looks to be about $15 per system. However, more data is required to prove accuracy and reliability. So if you revisit the initial product for that data collection, we find that we have the same sample filled at a tap, delivered to drop-off, analyzed by a lab, but at the same time that it's analyzed by an accredited lab, we use our sensor system by the same technician on the same sample, and we compare results. Maybe over a 1 to 2 year period, we might be able to prove the accuracy and reliability. So just wells? Imagine a battery-powered single-use water analysis in the palm of your hand. Remote wells, overseas military operations, camping, travel in low infrastructure regions, and maybe even checking if there is lead leakage in your own household plumbing. So we know the product's okay, so let's take a look at the market size. According to Hexa Research, by 2025, we're looking at about a $700 billion wastewater and water treatment market. Serviceable available market, we're looking at something like 2.7 million globally, and serviceable obtainable market, because we're moving into niches that are not yet occupied, we think a sum of 1 billion is reasonable. So our business model needs a bit of work, but we're thinking first test is free, annual checkup is full price unless a customer has added a customer through our neighbor referral program. Finder's fee may be attached for customer transaction with a treatment facilitator. After proof of concept, subscription model can be applied, roughly $100 per test. With that finder's fee at $100,000 per wells, we're looking at 40% testing, would yield about 10 million annual revenue. Aggregate data would be of great value to the government, so we plan on modeling that. There's no reasonable competition at this point, but we do look to fill in some of the acquired government niches. Marketing plan: cultivate a customer acquisition relationship with the treatment suppliers, build a strong referral network, seek government support, and maintain consistent social media presence. I'm very glad to announce or introduce our team. We have Layli Abkar, our scientific officer, myself doing the business, Matthew Mitzi. We have Robert Hafari on the digital end of things, and Anita Taylor on the data science. So to cap it all off, we are What the Well, bridging the gap between contaminated wells and treatment providers. You can find us at whatthewell.ca, and our product is SIP. Wash away your worries with a splash from the tap. Thank you.
Wow, I'm so impressed by the quality of those pitches, and I'm so excited to work with these teams to bring these ideas to life in Atlantic Canada. I would now like to hand things over to Kendra McDonald, CEO of Canada Ocean Supercluster and a local supporter of the AquaHacking Challenge in Atlantic Canada. As I mentioned earlier, OSC is also the organization that has generously provided the bursaries to help the top 5 teams refine their solutions ahead of the finale.
Firstly, thanks so much for the opportunity to speak to you today, and congratulations and well done to the 5 finalists. If I could share just one piece of advice with you, it would be to think big. You've got a great idea, and what you do with it next and how far you take it is truly up to you. Much of Canada's ocean activity happens here in Atlantic Canada. It's a part of who we are. It's a part of our geography. And so it comes as no surprise that there are incredible water solutions coming out of the region, particularly across ocean sectors. At Canada's Ocean Supercluster, we get to see this every day. Now more than ever, there are resources and investments scaling up here for creative ideas, and we are proud to support you and this program with seed funding. We know the world looks a little different than it did a few months ago, but we also know that as we look ahead, innovation in ocean and water solutions will help drive economic opportunity for this region and for Canada. And as you continue to advance your idea, you have the opportunity to be a part of that too. I'll wrap up my remarks by saying thanks again for the opportunity to play a role in your event. Congratulations to the finalists once again, and best of luck in your next steps.
Thanks so much, Kendra. OSC provides tons of informative webinars and resources to entrepreneurs and innovators working in the ocean space in Atlantic Canada. I encourage everyone to check out their exciting work. Once again, I would like to thank and congratulate all the teams who participated in the semifinal. Regardless of whether you've moved on to phase 2, we're impressed with the hard work you've put into solving important water issues. We look forward to continuing to work with you throughout the AquaHacking Alumni Network. Thanks again to our amazing sponsors, judges, and partners for making today's event a success. We'd like to let you know about a few other exciting upcoming AquaHacking milestone events. First up, the BC Challenge finale takes place next week. Check out the Okanagan Basin Water Board Facebook page to tune into their finale. Follow the AquaHacking and Atlantic Water Network on social media to stay up to date on these events and learn more about the Atlantic finalist teams and their journey to the final. The Atlantic Canada final will be a live stream event just like this in September 2020. Stay tuned for more details and we'll see you there. Thanks and take care.